How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the one and only Flux. You can see the current price of Flux is currently sitting at just over 55 cents per coin, and I really do believe that Flux has one of the biggest potentials out of all of the altcoins that I mentioned on this channel. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video because we're going to be doing a price prediction and also a good summary of all the good points about Flux. Let's first take a look at the chart. So over the last day, down 2%. Over the last 7 days, you can see that Flux has had an extremely big pump. If we look over the last 7 days, it has sort of returned to what it was before the pump. A lot of altcoins this week, I'd say basically 95 to 99% of altcoins this week have all pumped because of the big news about Trump coming into the election. Of course, he is very pro cryptocurrency, so a lot of altcoins has had this pump. You can see here Flux went from around the 55 cents to up to around 63 cents, so quite a decent pump there. But then, like I said, it has returned back down to what it previously was at. But this is, I believe, this is only the very start of what's to coming with the cryptocurrency markets towards the end of this year, and especially 2025, 2026. I believe the cryptocurrency markets are just going to see absolutely insane pumps once again, like we saw back in 2021's bull run. And I really do hope that we can, surpass any records that we hit in the 2021 bull run, and really just get those get the altcoin market, especially because that's what I like to cover on this channel. Just get that absolutely going crazy. Yeah, you can see over the last month, again, it's remained fairly stable. It's had some dips down, and it's also had quite a big pump up again, but overall fairly stable once again. Over the last year, you can see this is, fairly decent over the last year, 36% up over the last year. It's nothing crazy in the cryptocurrency market. It can fluctuate tens of percentages in a day. But even if you invested a year ago, you still be up some decent amount of money. But you can see here back, towards the start of the year, Flux had an absolute crazy pump up of over $1.63. And I really do hope that we can, go way past that. And if we look to the all-time chart, you can see here this $1.29 or $1.30 was absolutely nothing compared to back in 2022 when it did actually hit its all-time high. I believe that's around just over $3.10 per coin, which is absolutely crazy. That's a 6x from the current point right now. And I believe that even this all-time high that it hit, the Flux was still actually undervalued. So that really does show you the potential that Flux does actually have. You can see the market cap of Flux currently sat at just over $206 million in the market cap. The 24-hour volume actually down around 26%, but again, very normal to see because we just had some massive news. The volume of all cryptocurrencies has been pumping crazily, and so it's time to actually return to a bit of normality before hopefully the cryptocurrency market takes off again. But $16.7 million, 24-hour volume to market cap ratio 8, very healthy 8%. And you see the total supply, or I should say actually the circulating supply of Flux currently is 374 million compared to the max supply of 440 million. So again, a very good amount of circulating supply compared to the max supply. There's a good amount of coins already in supply, so you're not going to experience too much dilution when more coins actually come onto the market, which again, very good thing. Let's now take a look at what is Flux all about, and I believe this explains it very well. So the Flux Cloud is a people-powered network to help you build decentralized applications with increased flexibility, scalability, and censorship resistance. I really do believe this is a great explanation. So Flux is all about the main the main goal about Flux is all about Flux Cloud. Like it says here, they actually have their own technology called Flux Cloud, which actually helps people to build decentralized apps or dApps. And they actually are able to do this by having different nodes all around different countries all around the world. You can see here they've got 78 countries currently with nodes in it, majority in Finland, Germany, and United States as well. And you can see here the amount of total cores they've got already on the network: 107,000 cores, total RAM 265 terabytes, total SSD 7.1 petabytes, I believe that is. So an absolute crazy big network already. And what is absolutely crazy about Flux, and this is the biggest point as why I'm so bullish about Flux, is because, like I've said, they've come out with an application, they've come out with technology which is already available in the traditional space. Yes, it is already available. However, what they're doing differently is they have a people-powered network, so it's a decentralized network, that is completely different and unique. But the most unique part about it is, of course, going to be cost. They are actually able to offer the same service as you know, traditional companies which offer the same sort of service, but they offer it at a fraction of the price. And when I mean fraction of the price, I really do mean fraction of the price. It is absolutely crazy how much cost they're actually saving for their consumers. You can see here, if you get the standard sort of package, I guess you could say, Flux is offering it for just under $5. Compare that to Google Cloud, $176, AWS, almost $80, Azure, $116, and this continues as even when you go up the package, it even gets the difference between the prices gets even crazier. $8.77 compared to $300, $135, $233, $16 compared to $600, $467, and $247. Absolutely crazy. And this is the main reason why I'm so bullish about Flux. Is they are not only you know, out here saying they've got a goal, they have already come out with their technology, they are already making it usable, companies are already using it, which I'll get onto in a second here, and they are offering it at a fraction of the price. So it really is a no-brainer for companies to actually start using Flux. And this is actually brings me on to the next point. This is why Flux already has so many big partners already running on the Flux network, which is absolutely crazy, especially for a cryptocurrency of Flux's size. You can see here $200 million. I believe this is extremely undervalued. You can see here Minecraft, SQL, Osmosis, Polkadot, all these different things, and there's many more. I believe there's even WordPress and all these other massive companies already running on the Flux network. And like I said here, the main reason why is because of the price. Like I say in my previous videos, you know, why do businesses exist? People can say, oh, you know, it's this and this and this, but the main core reason why a business exists is to make profit, is to make money. So when a company is out there saying, well, we can actually help you run your business, but, you know, save you a bunch of costs, then these companies are going to be like, well, this is a no-brainer. If we can get the same service for a fraction of the cost, then of course they're going to use Flux compared to these other companies which are charging extortionate rates. So let's go ahead and look at the summary of Flux. So why I believe Flux is so good and why I'm so bullish on Flux. So Flux has a proven track record. Flux has been out for many years now. You can see here it first released all the way back in 2018, and you can see the team has stuck around through the highs and the lows, and they are still here. You can see here 2018, what's that, 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago now, and the team are still here constantly updating it, and Flux has come such a long way. Like I said, when they first started, they were just all about, you know, nodes, and they were just about the Flux cloud. But if we go hover over the ecosystem right now, you can see how absolutely crazy the ecosystem actually is, and you can see how much the team has continued to adapt and work on Flux. You can see here Flux Edge, Flux AI, Flux Cloud, of course, is their main one, Flux Marketplace, decentralized apps, Flux Nodes, Flux Assets, all these different things. They are continuing to update, and you know, they are just building their amount of partners which they are actually partnering with Flux, are continuing to be built up every single day. And like I said, you know, I believe it was only a couple months ago where they actually partnered with WordPress, which was absolutely huge. You guys know, I'm sure 90% of you people watching this video would know that WordPress is an absolutely crazily big company. Next point, I've got Flux is extremely undervalued. So yeah, I've mentioned this many times in my video. $206 million for the, you know, the scale of Flux. I believe it's just so undervalued, so underrated. I really don't know how Flux hasn't, you know, exploded yet in price. And you know, I guess it's sort of a good thing because I can tell you guys about it, and you can, if you want to invest, you can invest now while it's still at a good price, while you're still early, before you know, many people know about Flux, start to learn about Flux, and then I really do believe that the price is just going to absolutely explode. But yeah, for the things that Flux are offering, you know, the ecosystem, you see how big the ecosystem is. Like I've said, the team are still continuing to build it out, but their main thing, Flux Cloud, is so huge now, and like I said, they offer the same service for a fraction of price, and the amount of partners they already have is absolutely crazy. I do not think I've seen any other cryptocurrency with the amount of, you know, big traditional companies already partnered with it. Like Minecraft, that is absolutely massive for Flux. WordPress, absolutely huge. They're not only saying that what they're going to do in the future, have these goals, but they all are already doing it. So yeah, I can't believe, I really can't believe how undervalued Flux is. I really do believe that Flux is probably the most undervalued cryptocurrency which I reviewed on this channel. Flux has extremely unique and useful features. and Flux already has big brands established using their service. So I guess I sort of already included those points in the previous point, but yeah, they're extremely unique, of course, and like I said, they're extremely useful features. They've got features. I know I keep saying this, but they not only have goals, but they have already things which are out there already working, and they're offering the same service for a fraction of price. So they are not only just saying it, and they're extremely unique. I don't think I've seen any other cryptocurrency doing the same thing that Flux is doing, or doing it as well as Flux as well. Useful features, of course, and Flux already has big established brands using their service. If we go back to the brands here, you can see it's on this scroll wheel here, but they had Minecraft, SQL, they've got all the Polkadot, Ravencoin, and just many more. And it's just absolutely crazy how really undervalued Flux actually is. So what is my personal price prediction for Flux? I believe, of course, if you haven't known by the end of the video, I'm extremely bullish on Flux. I believe that Flux is crazily undervalued. I believe that Flux should be in the billions of dollars in the range, and even then Flux could still be undervalued, just on the fact of how many big brands are already partnered with Flux. No, I keep saying this, the services, they've got amazing services, offering it for a fraction of the cost. It really is a no-brainer for these partners, and I really do believe it's only a matter of time before people start to learn about Flux and the price of the coin goes absolutely crazy, the market cap goes absolutely crazy. So I believe once the market cap starts to take off and starts to get the ball rolling, when people start to see the market cap go up and up, I believe that many people are going to FOMO in, and the price of the coin and the market cap is just going to go absolutely insane. So my personal price prediction, I believe in the next sort of year or two, we can easily see Flux hit a 10x, and hopefully we see it go even crazily higher than that. I really do believe that a 10x is sort of more on the conservative side. And even, maybe in a few months from now, hopefully when we start to see the market be even more bullish, I might even change my price prediction to be even more higher price predictions, so maybe in the 20 to 30x instead of the 10x. But only time can tell. So I'm going with the conservative option right now. I believe we will see in the next sort of year to 2 years at least a 10x on Flux, in my personal opinion. So apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you do hit that like button if you did enjoy it, and make sure you do also subscribe if you are new around here as well. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.